Hey everyone, it's Lizzie from Lizzie's Roller Gems. I'm here to make your diamond painting experience a little bit more awesome today. So today I'm doing a whip and chat and catch up on what happened last week and this week so far, and see what all is being done. I'm using my Firefly tray because it's my favorite tray. I gotta order some more of these in different colors because I really like them. I'm using my Creation More pen. I don't know, I find it kind of different. Still don't know really how to hold it, and when I multi-place it hurts my fingers to hold it like down here, so I've been kind of holding it like this. I don't know, I've been just all over the place. I'm also using her putty, which, look at, I got a little black piece of drill stuck in my putty. I'm using her putty, raspberry lemonade. Really liking it, for sure. I find that it tends to disappear on me and I have to fill up some more. Glue dots on the end. As always, I always use glue dots. I'm quite addicted to glue dots, and I think I'm done this symbol. So other things I wanted to show. Well, first, today is July 2nd, 2024, if this video is played back years later. Yesterday was Canada Day. Happy belated Canada Day to all my Canadian subscribers. And happy 4th of July if I don't talk to you before the 4th of July to all my American subscribers. Yeah, I wanted to do a kit up. I know I said I wasn't going to start anything new, but I'm really itching to start something new. And I have this little owl from Oraloa. I'm pretty sure I did an unboxing for it. And Clam was supposed to do it, but I think I'm going to do it. Just because I want something to do and I love owls. So I might do that one as well. So Alyssa and her boyfriend came over yesterday and we had dinner for Canada Day. Then they left to go see fireworks in London. I'm just gonna grab a symbol while I talk. They went to go see the fireworks. Oh yeah, before I go any further with talking about my life, this is a painting from Captured by Radiance. It's called What a Wonderful World, and it is 3 panda bears. It's really pretty. I'm really enjoying this kit. It's been going super fast, even though I stopped for a while and finished some other stuff. I finished that mystery diamond painting that I posted yesterday a while ago. Like, I always post things way later than norm. So yeah, that was yeah, so I'm doing this. I just got this left over here and I'm hoping to have this done by the weekend. I don't know, I only have today to work on it before the weekend, so sometime in the weekend this will be done, and I'm probably going to kit up. Now, I wanted to kit up like today to have it up for you guys this week, but then Sarah texted me yesterday and said, are you working tomorrow? Now, I already know when she says Sarah's my oldest daughter. If you're new to my channel, you don't know who Sarah is. She's my oldest daughter. And I have a granddaughter from my oldest daughter. And she says, what are you doing tomorrow? When she says that, I already know it's because she needs someone to watch Luna. And I said, oh, nothing. And then I'm kind of like, well, that blows out my ideas of kitting up. But I really want to get some static art before I kit up. And I asked Clem if he would go pick me up some today while he's out and about doing. He works sometimes, skip the dishes just for extra money. And he says he's going to go do that today. I don't know if he is because he had a little bit to drink yesterday for Canada Day with his friend Mike. They were playing horseshoes in the backyard. They built some horseshoe pits in the backyard, so they were playing that. And then his friend left pretty early. It was still daylight out, I think. I can't remember. But he left in, it wasn't nice out yesterday. It wasn't hot, but it started to get a little bit chilly towards the evening. But it was a nice summer day here, no humidity, no nothing. So we sat outside and had dinner. I made cottage roll. I don't know if you ever heard of cottage roll. It's kind of like a ham, but not. It's got a lot more fat in it, but it's not as salty, I don't find, as ham. And it's one of Alyssa's favorite dishes, so that's why I called her over for dinner, because I know she really enjoys it. And I made mashed potatoes, and she really enjoyed the mashed potatoes because she loves my mashed potatoes. I don't know why my kids all love my mashed potatoes, but they say they're different than anybody else's. So I made her that. And then we had a strawberry shortcake cake for dessert. And I said it was our Canada Day cake because it was white and well, it wasn't red, but it was strawberry red because it had strawberries in it. And I said it was our Canada Day cake. I picked up at Sobeys. So this is the thing. I asked her for dinner, and then I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, the stores are closed tomorrow because it's Canada Day, and I worked all weekend. And that was another whole story right there of how horrible my weekend was at work. And but I'll back up more because I have to tell you about my trip to Ohio to go see Tia. To do that as well. So I will back up and tell you that. But right now I'm just telling you what happened yesterday pretty much. And so I said to Clem, oh no, the grocery stores are not open tomorrow and I'm out of potatoes to make mashed potatoes. And I was thinking, what am I gonna do? But you know, my sister Helen, my oldest sister, always knows what's open on holidays. And they said to me, well, Sobeys in Grand Bend. Now, if you're not around this area, you don't know what Grand Bend is. But Grand Bend is a little town. It's very touristy because it's by the beach, one of our main beaches down here on on Lake Huron. And it's about maybe 30 minutes away or 40 minutes away, 30 minutes maybe. You have to go through Park Hill, then you get to Grand Bend. So she says, I think Sobeys is open. So I looked them up on the internet and I called, and the girl's like, yep, we're open 7 to 10 today. I'm thinking, awesome, because like that's cottage country. So they probably make good money on these weekends staying open, right? And Sobeys is kind of expensive, especially when you go to a small town. They're more money, and I knew I was going to be paying a little bit more money for what I was getting. So I didn't get very much. I got I don't know why my voice is raspy. I'm going to take a quick second to pause. I think my voice is better. I just needed, I don't know, a refresher drink or something. So I went to Sobeys. We got our stuff. We came back home. I started prepping dinner. Put the cottage roll in the slow cooker. And then I diamond painted all day, pretty much in between, and just had a relaxing day here. Did no videos or nothing. Just sat here and diamond painted and got all this part done. And a little bit up on the other row in the morning. So that's what I got done yesterday. And yeah, that was this week. Last week, Wednesday. So I worked Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday we had booked a night at the hotel where the retreat is being held at. So the retreat started on Thursday. We went there on Wednesday, because some people arrived early on Wednesday for the retreat, but the retreat didn't actually start till Thursday at 4 p.m. and I had left at 10 p.m. So I was nowhere near the retreat or anything like that. I just went to go visit Tia, and I saw quite a few people from the retreat there. I saw Kimba from Kimba's Crafts, and I saw Rhonda from Dip in Time, and I met her for the first time. She's like, we have to come to the United States to meet each other, and we're both from Canada, which I thought was kind of funny. I met another Canadian woman. Her name was Dawn. She's from Ontario, and she's like, we're just talking, and she's like, oh, I have some pens that I'm selling here. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I told her I like pen pals. So she's like, well, I have this pen. So she went and got it from her room, and she showed me it, and then I bought it off of her. So yeah, a little bit thinner than I like, but I like it. I love the purples and the peaches in it, so I got that. So I went to go see Tia. So Tia gives me, she got me this book. And it says, Forever Friends, a keepsake of questions and answers for best friends. So it's really cute, and it has all these interesting little things in here about friends. How well do you know your bestie? And this I wouldn't even know, because her middle name, I don't even think Tia's her real name. But will she ever tell me that? I don't know. So anyways, I felt so special. I'm like, oh, she considers me my best friend. But then I found out she gave this to everybody, all her friends. So I'm like, oh, I thought I was special. But I guess I'm not just the most specialist one. That's what I thought. Oh, what's that sticky stuff that was on the corner there? Anyways, so she gave me this. Plus, you know, she is the creator of Palm Pel pens. And I got me a Palm Pel pen. Now, I think this is the Palm Pel pen of the colors of the retreat, but I'm not 100% sure if she gave me the same, but I have a feeling she gave me the same as what she gave everybody in the retreat. Oh, I can't open it. And let's take a look at it. I haven't even opened it up yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the colors of the retreat that she did. I love it how she gives these little cloths to, like, I don't know, buff, but these are good for your glasses too. because they have kind of like a sticky varnish feel to them. I think it's because she puts resin on it. But anyways, this is the same size as this one. So this is the full size one. And it's got purple and metallic gray and some greens in here. It's really pretty. So now I have 3. No, I have 4 Pen Pal pens. Before I had none. Now I got 4. I have a little mini one too. But I do prefer these more than the minis. For sure. A little bit smaller than what I'm used to. Because like you can see the difference of these pens compared to these pens that are made out of palm clay. And my throat, I think I'm getting sick. Because now I'm getting all foggy again. So yeah, I got a pen. So she has a Facebook page, Palm Pal Pens and Friends, I'm pretty sure it's called. I'm pretty sure I have it linked down on a lot of my videos. If you want to go check out Tia and ask her, hey, Tia, do you have any pens that you can make me? So yeah, this is it. So these were the 2 finds I got on my trip to Ohio. That's all I really got, and other than my Milky Ways and some pop from Walmart. I didn't go shopping in the States. We just ate out a lot. With the hotel room, I got a $40 voucher to the restaurant that's on site of the hotel. It's kind of like across the parking lot. It's called the Barn, the restaurant Barn, and we got a $40 gift card with our room for there. So we went out for dinner, and then it only cost us like $2 after the $40 voucher. So I ended up buying Tia her dinner because I missed her birthday, so I got her dinner, and I brought her chips and some Canadian chocolate, so she was happy. And she gave me this, and I missed out on that. I'm just going to put it back in the bag for now because I'm not going to use it today. I'm running out of places. Like, I know I do make pen holders, but I don't have enough room around here to display all of my pens. As you can see, I just have a whole bunch lying on here. I do prefer her pens over these thinner polymer clay pens. These are the ones that Billy made me. This one's a little bit thicker than he made me, but I like her humps. Like, I love how hers are thick and big, you know? So that's that. So we hung out, we went out for dinner together. Rebecca was there from Crime and Craft Daily. I think that's her new name. She was with us. We went swimming. They came with us, but they mostly stay in the hot tub. Me and Clem swim a lot in the pool. The pool's really nice there. So we did that, and then they're like, oh, everybody's hanging out in Tima's room. So we went back to our room. I got changed, and then we went out for, Clem went out for a cigarette, and I went with him. And then we went to the room, and they're like, where have you been? It's been a half an hour. I'm like, it hasn't been that long. Anyways, I wasn't there for very long, and they all decided to dip out on me now. Whether she wants to tell the story of what happened on Saturday's live, I will leave it up to then for us to discuss the shenanigans that happened. between me and Tia at the hotel. Which color should I do? I think I'm gonna do the 3 next. I haven't really been diamond painting, I've been just yapping. So yeah, we ended up all going to bed around, like, back to the hotel rooms around midnight-ish. And then the next morning, she wasn't up until later, and I really wanted to see her before I left, and I wanted to get going by 10 o'clock, because it's quite a trip. And then you never know what the border is going to be like. Like, she's always like, oh, why don't you stay till noon? You'll still be home by 4. No, I got home by 4 and I left at 10. So it was almost 5. But we did stop for lunch at Red Lobster, which was a huge mistake. I wanted Olive Garden, and I know I saw an Olive Garden sign on the way up, but we couldn't figure out where we saw it. And Clem was getting itchy, and he's like, well, let's just go to Red Lobster. Big mistake that was, because it was super expensive. And I would have rather had Olive Garden, to be honest. So that was a very expensive dinner, because with the exchange rate, it was even more. Like, it was, I think his plate, because he got the crab and steak deal, it was like $33.50. So if you think about the exchange rate in Canadian money, it was a $50 dinner, lunch. Like, that's just crazy. $33 is just crazy. I spent $20 on mine, which I thought was kind of dear for, but you know, that's average in Canada anyway. But like, we ate lunch at this Mexican place by Walmart in Ohio, and it was dirt cheap. I think I paid $25 for both of us, and we both left full. So big difference there. And at the barn, I thought the food at the buffet there was better. I felt like it was better when I went with the retreat, the year that I went with the retreat there. But it was also on a Saturday, and Saturday prices are higher. So I'm thinking maybe they have more variety on Saturday, because I felt like there wasn't much variety. And maybe it was because it was through the week. I don't know. It wasn't as enjoyable as I thought the first time around that I went. But it is what it is. And it was cheap. It was like $16.99 for all you can eat. But because he stopped so many times to eat. I was not very hungry by the time we went out for buffet. So I feel like I didn't even really eat that much. But it is what it is, and I enjoyed my dinner. So we did that, and a lot of people went there that came early for the retreat. Went out for dinner as well to the barn, and yeah, I got to meet some people that I've never met before. And the funniest part I found was nobody knew who I was. And like, and she's like, it's because you don't put yourself out there, blah, blah, blah. That's what she goes on and on about. I'm like, Tia, you come to all these retreats, so you know a lot of people. I only went to one retreat, you know? And of course, there's people that did know me, like Rhonda. Obviously, she knows me from Dippin' Time. And Kimba knows me because I had her once on my channel. And we've talked FaceTime before on meetings for Capture by Radiance. So, like, she knew who I was. And I don't know if she knew who I was when I saw her, but I knew who she was right across the hall from me in the hotel from my room. And I just happened to come out of my hotel room and she was coming up. And as soon as I saw her, I knew right away who she was. And I said, Kimba. I knew exactly who she was. Whether she remembered who I was, I don't know. If she didn't, she didn't. She didn't, you know, say it out loud that she didn't remember me. But that's okay if she doesn't remember me. I'm very forgettable, apparently, for everybody. So I just thought it was, and then this girl's like, oh, you're Lizzie. I've heard of you. And I'm thinking, you heard of me? Well, I hope what you've heard of me is good and not bad. I'm like, oh dear. But anyways, I was a sponsor, so I was dropping off also the sponsor presents that I gave. I gave away 2 of my trays, which I don't even have on my desk. I have my resin one. But, oh, I have one here, but it's full of junk. This is what you call a junk tray. And so I gave like 5 of these away. Plus I gave a pen holder that holds 5 pens. That was my contribution to the not the swag bags, because I didn't make them for everybody. I just did 5 for door prizes. So that's what I gave away. At the retreat for my door prizes. And apparently, yeah, you know, I said, remember you seen this first on my channel, the trinket trays made 3D print. Apparently, Lepers, is it Leper and Leatherworks? Apparently they make them as well. So I don't know how much they're selling theirs for. But yeah, you know me, I haven't really opened up a store. I do this for fun, for giveaways and stuff, and Clem's like, we gotta start making money off of it. I really don't want the hassle of it. I like to give it away and be, you know, something you guys can get from me. But if you ever want one, just message me. And if you ever want to buy one off of me, just message me. And I will make it happen. Right now, all I have is the glow-in-the-dark white on the 3D printer, because I was making, that's what I made the 5 pen holders with, because I knew that filament works very well on our printer, and I had to get them done because I did them the last minute, because I tried to do some butterflies with the rainbow and they were turning out horrible. And I know the butterflies work a lot better with the white, but then I thought, oh, I'll just do the pen holders, because like they're more diamond painting related than the butterflies. The butterflies, like I only got 1 butterfly out of this pretty stuff. And I wish I could do more, but this stuff doesn't want to work on the printer anymore. I don't understand how it printed out this one so good and then it stopped working. Like, sometimes I don't get that printer. Someday I want to afford to get another one. But if I start selling stuff, then I could afford to buy a new printer so I can do better prints, because that one, we need a better printer. So, yeah, that's what I gave away for the retreat. And then we left in the morning, and I hope they all had a great time at the retreat. I did say hi to J-Rob, because when I went down to give the gifts, they were all decorating the retreat room, and it's like all hush hush, and there's someone like guarding the door. It's like ridiculous, but anyways, whatever. You know, I wasn't there for the retreat. I was just there to see Tia and everybody that I happened to run into at the hotel. I went there for a relaxing day. Me and Clem, a little getaway. And that's what we did. And I did not do any diamond painting the last 2 days I was off. So I was really tripping because I didn't have my downtime to diamond paint. By the time I got home, I pretty much had to get ready for work and go to sleep because I had to work all weekend long. And then when I get to work, I'm thinking, okay, Monday's Canada Day, so they'll be doing the big clean on Monday. So maybe we don't have to do the big clean on the weekend. Nope, I get there Friday. Oh, we're doing big clean. And I'm like, what the F? I'm like, why are we doing big clean today if they have to do it again on Monday? This doesn't make any sense. He's like, well, it's because of that Walmart order for the USA. And I'm like, I don't even know why. For one, we were doing Walmart for the USA because we never do. But I guess we're doing another of our factories a favor by completing the Walmart orders. And they don't fit in the box well. And they're a pain in the butt. But anyways, there was like an 18,000 case run. And we did that all pretty much last week, like Monday, Tuesday when I was there. And then when I came in, they were doing mixed veg. So it was never washed since the corn because there's corn and mixed veg. So you don't have to do the wash out until you get another vegetable that isn't in the run, right? So I'm thinking, oh great, this is going to be the most horrible washout I've ever had in my life. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. After that, we started onions, and then we did onions and celery and carrot mix. Then I had to do a washout after that. Now that one was more nasty than the corn that they ran. It was so nasty. It's so hard to clean onion off the machinery because every time you turn around, you see more onion. Oh, it's just horrible. Yeah, so I had another washout on Sunday, and then we went to peas, which is another lovely thing to run, not. But I don't know. I think I'm walking into, I think it was carrots that I saw for the schedule for tomorrow. Whether they get that far, I don't know. So yeah, that was my weekend, and you pretty much have to stand there because they changed the conveyor belt for it to go into the case packer different. But the case packer is acting stupid, and sometimes they'll throw out an extra bag. And if it throws out an extra bag, then when the box goes through the tape machine, it doesn't fit and it jams up the tape machine. So I literally have to stand there and check every box as it comes out so that it doesn't jam up the taper, so that we don't have any downtime. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting doing that job. And my arms hurt, my neck hurts from doing that job. And it's when you're there by yourself with just the operator, you know, it's hard to do your checks because you're stuck in that corner. If you leave that corner, as soon as you leave that corner, something's going to jam up in the tape machine. It just causes more problems and more headaches. And yeah. So that was my dilemmas at work this week. It was tiring. It's so exhausting working there. Honestly, like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this life already. Ugh, it just breaks my body. And then I can't diamond paint, and you know, that's tragic enough as it is, not being able to diamond paint, because you know, Lizzie loves to diamond paint. Yeah, so that's pretty much my week wrapped up. And then I'm like sitting here and I'm itching. I am itching to kit up because you know I'm doing that event. Don't forget about the event. I'm doing DP, Once Upon a Story. So any diamond painting that reminds you of a storybook, or if you have a diamond painting of a library or books or anything like that, it will fit because I'm doing Blooming Knowledge. And Blooming Knowledge is just a girl on top of a lot of books. And next year's DP Once Upon a Time, I already have a painting picked out from Captured by Radiance that hasn't been released yet, but I know it's going to be released. And that is the one I'm going to do because I love it. So yeah. I can't wait to start that one. You know, I've been itching to want to start that one. But I have an Oroloa over there that of an owl that Clem bought for himself, but he's still on the first row of his phoenixes, like. And then he brought out this diamond painting that I bought like a Boone's age ago from one of the discount stores because I bought a little dinky one of these two. Now, if you're an old subscriber of mine, you'll remember this. I did a really, really small diamond painting of these two blue birds. And then I bought a bigger version of it. And I was going to do a comparison from small to big. But, of course, you know me, that never really happened. I never got around to it. So he pulls that one out and he's like, I'm going to do this. I'm like, seriously? You're going to... It's like double-sided adhesive. I'm like, you're seriously going to do that one? Like, I had no plans in the future of any time soon doing that one. And he's like, oh, just give me a break from these phoenixes. I'm like, give you a break? You haven't even finished the first row. And then yesterday he's like, oh, I'm going to diamond paint with you for a little bit. He comes in here, puts down 4 or 5 drills, and he's like, okay. And then he goes, and I'm like, what? That's all you did? And he's like, what? I diamond painted. I'm like, no, you didn't. So, yeah. What the heck? These two are, or is it just my eyes? I think it's just my eyeballs. Yeah, this is your eyeballs. I thought the coating was off of them. It was weird what I just saw there. I'm seeing things now, guys. I'm seeing things. So, when everybody's like, oh, you have a boyfriend that diamond paints? Yeah, not so much. He pretends. He pretends to diamond paint. He pretends to diamond paint. And, well, he did get his Superman done. It was a yearly event, but he did get his Superman done. Yeah. He just makes me, I love him so much. He makes me laugh sometimes. With his silliness. Yeah, but I think he had a good time meeting everybody. Clem's very quiet when he goes into, like, they might have noticed that. He doesn't talk much. He doesn't say much. He gets very quiet. And sometimes I get mad at him for that. I'm like, you're not quiet like that when you're around your friends. But when you're around my friends, you, like, clam up and you're quiet. It's like, and you'll say, oh, I'm just listening. But Yeah. I don't know if Tia found him quiet. I don't know. I haven't really talked to Tia since she's been at the retreat. She was still down in Ohio when I texted her yesterday on Canada Day. Canada Day, you know, starting to feel like Canada Day for me again, but a tragedy happened on Canada Day. I think it's been 3 years now already. I can't believe she's been gone for 3 years. But if you're new to my channel and you haven't heard this, I did have a friend that was murdered, brutally murdered on Canada Day. So Canada Day for the last couple of times is just a constant reminder of her. And then the retreat got moved to the weekend. Actually, I think it was in 22. I think it was when I came back from the retreat the week later, because the year I went to the retreat was the weekend before Canada Day, and then all of a sudden it got changed to the last weekend. But it kind of is depressing day for me, and today's even more depressing because today is her actual birthday. So he murdered her a day before her birthday, which is another crazy thing. Yeah, I do miss her a lot. I wish towards the end, before she got murdered, I was in touch with her more. Maybe sometimes I think it's a blessing that I didn't know what was going on. But then sometimes I think, well, if I did know, could I have stopped her from hanging out with this guy? I don't know. And if she didn't stop hanging out with this guy, even though I knew he was bad, and she was murdered, and then I would feel that guilt. So in some ways, I think it's a blessing that she wasn't talking to me much then, or telling me about this guy. Because she would know what my opinion was anyway. Because she knew I didn't approve of her lifestyle that she was living. Because, you know, in the media portrayed it as her boyfriend, which I will never call him her boyfriend. I call him, he was her lover, because she was married. So, of course, the media doesn't know the whole details because he pled guilty. So there wasn't a huge trial. But if there was a trial, all that garbage would have came out. So in retrospect, it's kind of a blessing that he did confess, even though it was kind of hard not to, because he pretty much led the cops there when the cops found him with her car. And they're like, do you know this Cynthia Seitz that owns this car? And he's like, yeah, she's dead in my apartment because I just killed her. Like, it was crazy. It's a crazy story. I have talked about it in depth, but I don't want it to be Debbie Downer about what happened to Cynthia, especially on her birthday, because today is her birthday, and you know, it just makes me kind of miss her a little bit. Her laugh was the best. She would always make you laugh and smile, and she always had a Tim Hortons in her hand, an extra large Tim Hortons. I say, girl, you're gonna be all coffeeed out in your lifetime from all the Tim Hortons coffee she drank. She drank a lot of Timmy's, and it was always an extra large. I think it was an extra large black with 2 sugar, but I can't remember if that's what it was, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, I do miss her. Feel bad for her husband too. when I saw him at court, his eyes were all red. And I felt really bad for him when it was the impact statement day. They didn't do an impact statement, only her sisters and her mother did one. Probably because he didn't want the media to know the whole story. Because, you know, it's probably embarrassing for him. You know, because everybody'd be like, why did she get murdered? Isn't she with Brian? I never heard of her and Brian breaking it. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been embarrassing to him and his family, so they pretty much kept it under wraps. I feel sorry for her son. He turned out to be a very handsome young man. And yeah, it's just really sad sometimes, because we were never allowed to see the body. So sometimes I feel like, you know, she's just gonna walk through the door and say, oh, it was all a bad joke. But when I went to court, yeah, I came to realize it wasn't just a bad joke. It was for real. So yeah, enough of that. Well, Cynthia in heaven, I wish you a happy birthday. And now I'm getting tired. It's super early in the morning. What time is it? It is 6:19 a.m. in the morning. So I don't know what more I'm going to talk about in this Wip&Chat. I'm probably going to wrap it up soon. There's not very many of these, but I'll do it anyways. Kind of matches my pen. I really like this pen. And I said surprise me with the shape. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a chubby pen. I don't find this chubby at all. I find this medium. But it is what it is. I still love it. And I'm going to probably use it for a while. Maybe I'll switch it up and use the one I got from Dawn from the retreat. She's a Canadian. I met her there. She's from a town close to Toronto. And, well, it's not even a town. It's basically a city close to Toronto. I drove by it many times, but I've never actually gone there. I drove by it many times to go to Toronto. I like me and Clem to do a day trip up north this summer, maybe just in July, towards the end of July or something. I really like to go up where the wilderness is of Ontario. It's so beautiful up there. So I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe we'll take another trip to the States. Because I like going to the States too. Just the exchange rate is like terrible right now. You don't even understand. It cost us an arm and a leg, really, to go there just for one night. But, you know, I had fun. We went swimming. We had a relaxing time away from my sister. It's always nice to get away from my sister. Not Helen, Yvette, the one that lives here now. So it was nice to get away from her for a while because she was driving me a little bit kooky banana. I'm not even lying to you. She was getting on my nerves a little bit. So it was nice to get away. from her. And she worked a double yesterday, so she made super good money yesterday. She makes good money as it is, so she got triple time. She was making a lot of money an hour yesterday. But I think she banks it and takes more days off, which I said to my sister-in-law, I'm like, oh great, that means more days off of her being around here. I like it when she goes to work. Because any other time she's annoying me. And then she steam cleaned my carpet here, my rug underneath my desk. It doesn't look like it came very clean. It's like not disgustingly dirty, but it is, you can tell there's dirt on it. And it doesn't look like it worked, whatever she used. And now I feel like there's an odor in here now, which really is annoying me now. Like just things like that she does behind my back. She did that when I was gone away on my trip. So I don't know what she used on it, but it smells in here now. Like, I don't know what. I need to clean this room. I need to organize it. I might do that this weekend. I always say that I'm going to do it on the weekend, and it never happens. It never happens. So, I'm terrible for that. Oh yeah, I'll do it this weekend. Weekend comes around. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. It's just so much work organizing all this junk, honestly. Because I do want to do, like, it'll be a quick video of my craft room because my craft room's so small. But I do want to do one. I just haven't had the ambition to clean it. Because I need to do a lot more organizing in here that I haven't got done. I want to get this like 2-shelf thing to put underneath here in the desk because it has a lower one. And I just have a whole bunch of stuff piled on there on top of the printer. The printer that I have no ink for. And it's just like, it falls down all the time and it's just a pain. So I wanted to get these 2 shelf things from Amazon, but I haven't ordered them yet because you know me, I look at things and I'm like, I don't know if I want to order it. I probably will order it this week because I need to organize and clean up some of my mess. I don't like clutter, and that's what it's turning out to be, is clutter in here of things that I have no place to put them all. So I'll probably do that this weekend. And I want to kit up. Maybe I'll kit up today. I think Luna's only coming after 11, but I'm not 100% sure. So once Luna's here, I won't be able to do much of anything. Because you got to keep an eye on that girl or she dumps your drills everywhere. She's a little cheeky bugger sometimes. But yeah, the bird is singing. I must see the sunlight coming through the curtain. Because he's just singing away. Having a gay old time. But I think that's it for today's Wip&Chat. Don't forget, Saturday I go live with Tia, and you can find out what happened on our mini vacation together. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tiwa's daughter hates me because I freaking. That's another story that we will tell on our adventures. Something always happens when we get together, and maybe we'll tell the story on Saturday's live. So make sure you come to Morning Laughs with Tia and Liz, or Liz and Tia. With that said, I hope you guys had a fantastic 4th of July. I hope you had a fantastic Canadian Day. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Well, folks, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be super tickle pink. And remember to hit that notification bell and it will remind you whenever I load up a video. And till next time, take care, everyone. Bye.